Okay. Do we have new pathways? Is it a new one at the top? Oh! I guess we just follow. We've been through here once before. What about you? Ooh. This is so disconcerting. Oh, lots of bones. Broken alluvion. Another broken alluvion. Crumpled page. This note is written in an unknown language, with the portly figure at the bottom with a ring of keys and an unflattering scowl that's likely a jailer who once walked these flagstones. He's been drawn cross-eyed, with wiggling lines radiating from his backside. This is a fight. Alright.
Look out!
Can I not use it? Oh god, okay. There we go. That should be everyone. The skin that stalks. A note on the 4th attempt. The weave goes smoothly, bound tightly between many items. The stress on the energy produces finer results than a singular enchantment. Using up the last of the stock was well worth it, as I explained to it as courtesy before final work began. Adjustments to the underlay were a great success, and will allow the recipe to be made with material taken from lesser animals if the need arises. Below the letters, possibly in lieu of a signature, is the stamp of a stylized hollowhead. The leather of this armor gives off a faint living heat. It's heavier than it looks, but the weight and warmth are somehow comforting. The armor makes little noise, and after a surprisingly short time, it feels quite natural. This is better than what I got. Interesting. So we're just missing the one piece, I think. Because that's the 4th. I think the bosses we couldn't defeat because we didn't have enough potions was the 3rd. So we can go back and do that. Oh! Can't use it. Interesting. A lot more headway on this, so I'm gonna stick with this guy. Because if we can get one down, we'll be taking damage for less overall. It's also hard to... There we go. He almost got his shield down. No, I was trying to use the alluvion as cover. Please stop. Oh! third one. Ooh, so close. Interestingly enough, Fire Guard does take fire damage. Oh, we're so close. You have to kill them like 7 times over. It looks like the barriers fall faster each time though. Oh. Almost. Yes! Alright. Two down. Oh, we've got it, I think. No one's even gone down. Yes! Beautiful. The eye that weeps. This amulet is heavy for its size, and the metal is clammy and sticks jealously to the flesh. The gem in the center contains a liquid that glows. Glowers. A sluggish red in bright light. Condensation slowly forms on the gem's outer surface, no matter how many times it's wiped clean. Second attempt. Elegance eludes me. The aim is to improve the coordination of the body and sharpen the perception of the heart. But grafts do not live long enough to plumb their worth? The current process is ruined? This patch is lost, begin again. Taken together, diagrams and ratios carefully inked at the bottom of the last of these notes can be turned into a schematic that replicates the creation of these artifacts. Ew. Well, let's put it on. What does it do? Attack speed, move speed, heal on hit. Alright. I have all of them. Wild. Alright. This way. And we want to go up to the bookcase, Olivia. That's the bookcase. Okay, I was like, I don't know if that shelf really looks like a bookcase to me. A book from the crossroads. Its pages are filled with numbers and letters, splattered around the page in random order, like writing in a dream. Every other book on its shelf is filled with the same nonsense script. In certain lights, the letters appear to shift slightly out of the corner of the eye.
An alluvium marked by a bookshelf.
Yep.
This should be it.
Good. Time to get some answers from the Vidasala.
Map of the crossroads. This unsigned note was tucked into a bookshelf in the crossroads, as if left for someone to find. Do not stray from the marked paths. There are many mirrors. Some lead to danger. Do not linger longer than you must. At the bottom is a crude map of floating islands, some of which seem impossible to reach. Communal journal. The slim journal was tucked into a bookshelf in the crossroads, as if left for someone to find. Each entry is in a different hand. I've dropped rocks off of a dozen ledges. I've not heard one hit bottom. This place has no bottom. Do not be here if you have no task left. An entry in 𝒂𝒹𝒾𝒶 follows. Emmett missed the rendezvous. He said he was scouting the lower ledges on orders. Another entry in 𝒂𝒹𝒾𝒶 follows. Understood. No one's to go near that mirror. In we go.
Is this some sort of old elven library?
It definitely saw a massive magical backlash some time ago.
Let's hope we can track down the 𝒂𝒃𝒃 in all this.
Vir Lath, Signs of Victory. The pages of this book, memory, describe a monument made in a single afternoon by 1,000 toiling servants, swarming over a lump of fallen stone as large as a collapsed mountain. By the end of the day, the stern figure of 𝒂𝒃𝒃 stares down into a valley, carved out from the foothills of the rock. The slaves have disappeared. Light radiates from the Eidolon's narrowed eyes and its open, snarling mouth. Hail, 𝒂𝒃𝒃, first among the gods. Mark his victory eternal. I love me an elven library. Look! Vir Lath, Exile of the Forbidden Ones. The pages of this book, or memory, show the blazing forms of the Evanuris banishing a howling spirit from the reaches of the Fade that touch their lands. A voice rings out, stern and imperial. For abandoning the people in their time of greatest need, for casting aside form to flee where the earth could not reach, we declare 𝒂𝒃𝒃 and others of her ilk exiled from the lands of the Evanuris. Beware! Their familiarity with shape allows them to travel past unaided. They may be bound, but only the protection of your gods will fully shield you from their malice. They are forbidden from the earth that is our right. Oh, a skeleton. Vir Lath, Homecoming. The pages of this book, memory, describe an elf approaching a city of glass spires so deeply blue they ache. The city's outskirts are wrapped in lakes of mist, and figures stroll along the pearly, glowing strips as if they walked on solid ground. Groves of trees woven into enormous parks shelter elves in quiet hollows, while other elves walk below a river churning along an invisible shoal in the air. The scene hums with quiet talk and contentment as the memory's maker reaches the city's gates, already thrown open wide. Ah. God, I love this place so much. Oh. Modify weapons. The very private diary of Sandal? Enchantment? Enchantment. Enchantment, enchantment. 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 Enchantment? Enchantment. 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 Enchantment? Enchantment. Enchantment. Enchantment? Oh my god! What is Sandal doing in the deep? Not deep roads. In the crossroads. Oh my god. The Sandal cameo. A spirit? Are you okay, bud?
Andaran Atishan, Methadra Elven. More ancient elven.
If you wish, honored elven, I will speak so your guests understand.
I am study. I am a learning thirst. Come, know what has not been lost. New words, new stories. The Qunari would not approach, but we learned their words as well. If you wish to exchange knowledge, they congregate by the lower gate.
What did the old elves use this place for?
This is the 𝒂𝒹𝒾𝒶, the living knowledge of the Empire. The libraries of every city, the wisdom of every court. A connecting place whose paths are in disarray.
What put this place into disarray?
The 𝒂𝒹𝒾𝒶 was made with world and fade. When they sundered, so did we. Paths broke, knowledge fragmented, many were trapped.
No.
I preserved their last words.
What were these old elves' last words?
What happened? Where are the paths? Where are the paths? God save me, the floor is gone. Do not let me fall. Do not let me... on this spot, that is all.
Thanks. Really paints a picture.
Oh, can you imagine?
I could learn so much about my people. What were they like? How long is our history?
I will try to recall, honored patron, but there are gaps, breaks. Greetings, laughter, enasal, forms out of air, light, memories. And yet there are so many broken paths at every... missing. I cannot. There is no more. Apologies. I knew all once. We knew. With the break, only fragments or knowledge new since the fall.
I'm looking for a Qunari named Vidisala. Do you know what she wants here?
Vidisala, yes. She uses scholars and mages for study. They fear this place, but they seek to know the Veil.
What does Vidisala want to know about the Veil?
I regret I do not have more information. I am sundered from myself. If you discover another one of me nearer the Qunari, I may know more. Kindly give it my greetings. I have not thought with myself for some time.
We'll be going now.
Know this. An unknown person, not of the Qunari, recently woke the librarians.
An unknown person. Could this be our agent of 𝒂𝒹𝒾𝒃?
The librarians facilitated learning before the fracture, before the fall. Now, beware them. They are unwell.
Oh god, so interesting.
There, Qunari. On that... upside-down island.
Looks like a camp up there. Down there. Shit, this place is weird.
That repaired some steps. Let's look around for more. The inverted alluvion must lead to the Qunari.
Oof. A courtyard. Oh.
Did you notice? Your anchor is flaring up near magic. Elven magic.
What does that mean?
I'm not sure. Tell us if it gets worse.
Okay. 𝒂𝒹𝒾𝒶, a flowering imago. The pages of this book and memory describe an immensely tall, immensely graceful vine that flowers with the heat of a copper sunset and has blossoms as large as palms, petals as long as a man, and scents puffing out like citron in sky and carrion death. The day the last of the vines folded, spent and extinct, the creator of this memory weeps, and after recording the flower's sights and sounds, enters 𝒂𝒹𝒾𝒃. Treasure this thought, for it was the last of its kind, and so much more than the last of me. Oh. Birds of fancy. The pages of this book and memory describe a pair playing, colliding in the air, bodies formed for kissing, stroking, lines of heat as molten as the sun. The dance is fluid, roiling, never ending, lovers tangled in a laughing knot that rolls on for years. A promise never to be parted, whatever ages come. An annoyed thought intrudes from one who marked this memory after it was recorded. By the gods, find a private chamber. The elven equivalent of get a room. Oh, but I almost left this book. Attentive listeners, the pages of this book and memory show a solemn group of elves in an amphitheater of living wood. Entire trees grown into seats and stairs for the listeners to recline on. Two other elves in a spirit of learning are speaking in turn on ways to bend the properties of the material world when casting spells. At the end, the spirit, with the air of a senior lecturer, floats forward and booms in a surprisingly deep voice. The unchanging world is delicate. Spells of power invite disaster and annihilation. The unchanging world is stubborn. The pull of the earth fiercely resists making fire run like water or stone rise like mist. The unchanging world rings with its own harmony. Listen with fearless hearts, and great works will unfold. Very cool. I hate that I've pretty much come to the conclusion that all these skeletons are elves that were trapped here. Alright, there's another one here. We'll just go in this one first. Oh! Oh! Oh god. How do I get across? Do I... I was seeing if it was one of those leaps of faith thing. It is not. Ah. There's a little
These
fire
Qunari
puzzle.
are dead, but there's not a mark on them.
Backs hunched, eyes wide open. They were scared shitless when they died.
Well, they probably tried fucking with this and it didn't go well for them. I'm gonna look around before I fuck with it. I think we're gonna need to light that. But I don't have any veiled fire. Oh! Wait, is this on the other side of the Lavellan? No, it's different. Hi.
Welcome, welcome. Listen to the last words of those who lived past the fall.
Oh.
How could the dread wolf cast a veil between the world that wakes and the world that dreams? The 𝒂𝒹𝒾𝒶 will send people. They will save us. When have you last heard from the gods? When the veil came down, they went silent. What is this veil? What has Fen'Harel done?
Are these records saying Fen'Harel created the veil between our world and the Fade?
They're saying some guy just made the veil? We must have been ass deep in demons before then.
If it's true, that means the Fade and the waking world were once one and the same.
Yep. Oh, I do take fall damage here. Can you light these for me, babe? Oh, we can't actually. Never mind. Alright, next to Lavellan. Scholar's Retreat. How lovely.
Floating crap, magic mirror crap, evil demon crap. This is like the Fade, only with falling to your death on top. When this is over, I'm gonna need somebody to hit me with a stick again.
I'm not sure whether I want that to be a metaphor or not.
Whatever works for you, Tiny.
Next time we get the gang back together, let's do a dragon instead. Dragons are fun.
Oh, all these poor elves. These loose pages are scattered about, as if abandoned in a great hurry. Algebraic-looking formulae crawl across the pages, spiked with dense annotations in Qunari.
This looks like technical notes. What did the Qunari come here to learn?
They're real technical. I can't make out any either. Something about magic. That's it.
I recognize some formulas. The Qunari are trying to prove theoretical magic of some kind.
When the Dread Wolf's gaze is bright, light burns in a ring of the dead. That might be the puzzle to where we just were. There's Solas. Or at least I think so. That's loot back there. The treachery of the wolf. The pages of this book in memory warn of a terrible danger. A wolf with slavering black jaws and pits for eyes. The Avenuris, the elven gods, stand in a ring around it as if preventing it from attacking. Oh, I love a little propaganda. Beware the forms of 𝒂𝒹𝒾𝒶. The dread wolf comes in humble guises, a wanderer who knows much of the people and their spirits. He will offer advice that seems fair, but turns slowly to poison. Remember the price of treason, and keep in your heart the mercy of your gods. Oh. Requires veil fire. What? Okay. How do I create veil fire? Oh, I have to come back for him. Okay. Oh, God. Oh, did we go down? You.
These blocks are heading toward that upside-down meridian.
Creepy. Helpful, but creepy.
It's a place of learning. Maybe this Vir Darvaarad is helping us find what we need.
Now it's even weirder.
Interesting. So maybe we can do that puzzle first. Ugh, that's complicated. Okay. So this brings us back to this. Correct. Oh. Hi. Low. Oh, I'm in the middle of an animation. Please move, baby. Oh. That's fine. Dorian, can you grab her? Thank you. Oh. He's got it. Oh, he doesn't. Beautiful. Thank you. Yeah, we'll take one of the normals. I can use this. It's rough against the corner. All right. Whew. That's a little nerve-wracking. Okay. I don't think there were other Illuvians on this one. I think we gotta go back one. And then there's an Illuvian we haven't gone through yet. Discharging the anchor now deals damage.
That's
Okay.
really not getting better, boss.
The pain
Sorry.
stopped.
It keeps coming back.
The one up here is the last one we haven't done. Can I? Okay, good. I can't walk this way. It's rough trying to be mindful of all the little nooks and crannies and corners. But I desperately don't want to miss any lore. This is like my favorite part of the game. What are you? They touched honeycomb. Oh, I really want to see what that says. I wonder what Fade-Touched Honeycomb does. Oh.
More dead Qunari with terrified expressions.
Maybe they shouldn't have been fucking around.
Welcome, and listen to the last words of those who walked this place. If we get out of here, I will end 𝒂𝒹𝒾𝒶. After he held back the sky to imprison the gods, the dread wolf disappeared. Lies. We must tear down the veil, the cities, the pathways. Without magic, they're crumbling. You're wasting your time. 𒂃𝒹𝒾𝒃's veil has turned our empire to ruins.
So, the ancient elven empire collapsed because the veil weakened magic.
If the old elves relied on magic even more than the Vince, no wonder things went to crap when it dried up.
Do you realize what this means? What this place is? The actual history of the elves could change everything.
Yeah. It has to be so surreal walking through the remains of your history.
Look at this place. Now that we have so many samples, how hard would it be to build illuvians of our own?
Oh, I knew this one apostate in Kirkwall you would have gotten along with like a house on fire.
After these past few years, it would just be good to create something magical that is also helpful for a change.
I love the nods to two. Harden High Town? Oh no, but we don't know the chapter. I mean, I guess we have to read it. Donnan wiped spilled ale off the bar, listening to the cries of the birds and the crashing of waves outside. Another slow day on the Amaranthine coast. The tavern didn't get many visitors, just a little too far south of the Antivan border to catch the caravans, but he hadn't opened it to make a profit. He poured a glass of plum brandy from a chipped decanter and carried it out to the patio, where an impressive Orlesian mustache was keeping company with an old Grey Warden, playing a minuet on a lute. Donnan handed the brandy to the Warden, in some deference to his mustache, and the gentleman accepted it with grace, placing the glass on the table before finishing the last measure of his song. You have my thanks, Orlesian. You have my thanks, guardsmen. The Orlesian set the lute on the nearby chair and allowed the brandy to approach his mustache. The mustache did not appear impressed with the vintage. It's just dawning these days, he replied, looking out over the waves. My time in the Kirkwall Guard is over. I spent so many years in and around the City of Chains, the Warden sighed. We're both lucky to have escaped her clutches. The sun was setting behind them, drawing long shadows on the ground that stretched towards the sea. Maybe, Donnan shrugged, watching the waves turn dark in the distance. Some days, I'm not sure all of me made it out. To what we've left behind. The Orlesian raised his glass in a toast, and the two men watched the light fade over the ocean in peace.
What
Is that...
I never wrote this.
Oh! How would it even get there, then?
You think we could take a couple of these books back with us?
Unfortunately, I don't believe any of these are physical objects. They're ideas. You just see them as books.
How about we just leave all the creepy Fade shit where we found it?
Even if you could take them out of here, they're probably written in ancient Elven, which not even my people can read.
I've never read an Elven novel. I wonder what kind of stories they told.
Oh. I wish we had more time to find out. The Deepest Fade. The pages of this book. A memory. Our instructions on how to reach the deepest parts of the Fade. Realms so far removed they're unmarked by dreamers. Epiphany requires a mind smooth as mirror glass, still as stone. Put aside 10 years for practice, and the next 100 for searching. What others have learned will ease your journey. Those who never manifested outside the Fade will find it easier to find its stillest roots. But it is rare the compulsion overtakes our brethren of the air. Raising the Sonalium. The pages of this book and the memory describe a heated argument between a group of well-dressed elves inside an elaborately arched pavilion on an island floating in a void. In the distance, haloed by a blizzard of light, thousands of elves are maintaining an elaborate magical ritual that pulls raw essence from the Fade, funneled into a sphere in the air. Through the lens of the sphere can be seen a world of indigo waterfalls and rust-red jungles, and a temple palace so frescoed and cleverly carved it's a masterpiece in itself. The well-dressed elves' shouting grows so loud it can be heard over the magic. One leaps at another, howling and pulling out a knife burning with prismatic flame. Architects of the Grand Sonalium, a gift from blessed Solas to 𝒸𝒹𝒾𝒁 as thanks for a great favor, in friendly debate over the color of the palace's roof trim. All of this lore is so important. It's showcasing the lengths that they're going to have these rituals, their immortality, the lengths at which they could study things for centuries, and the pettiness of the Evanurus. Alright, that should be it.
That should be enough stairs. Let's see if we can reach the inverted alluvion now.
Let's go. Okay. I think I remember the way back. Oh, we got one more. There we go. Let's get out of here. So we go back. And we go back this way. Oh!
They're the librarians.
Not good.
Oh. Oh, the bugs. Oh! There's so many. I need... There we go. Come on, you got it. Okay.
We need to retreat!
Oh, no. Let me up, let me up, let me up.
Don't talk.
Excuse me? Okay. Okay, there we go.
Ram Viramas, Chivera Milva.
What? You know what? I agree. I think the terror of all the elves who died here, suddenly mortal, alone, lost, afraid, could have very easily corrupted them. Ow. Ow, 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 ow. Oh no. Oh. Yeah, I'm still stuck in the animation. There we go. Oh. Oh. Thank you.
Ilas Dinar.
Get up, baby. You got this. so hard to kite when they've got so many slows. But yeah. Okay, hold on. Get her up. Okay, enjoying this up. Good, good, good. Whoa, are we okay? We all good? Duel of 100 Years. The pages of this book, at once a memory, show a narrow plateau on top of a mountain. Two armored figures, one in gold, one in black, are fighting in the snow. Steel flickers so fast the air hums. Blood dots the ground. They do not stop for breath. The one in black makes no sound as a blade parts his throat. Mythol, in her wisdom, interceded in an argument between Elganon and Falondine. With clever words, she convinced them to settle their grievance through a battle of the champions. Elganon and Falondine agreed, and set the champions against each other rather than declare war among the gods. May those nights long be remembered, and Mythol's wisdom praised. Here we go.
Survivor of the breach, herald of change, hero of the South.
The Vidasala, I presume.
After fulfilling your purpose at the breach, it is astonishing to hear you still walked free among your people. Your duty is done, Inquisitor. It is time to end your magic.
It's not too late to put our weapons down and talk.
There's no need to pretend that you're blind to what you've begun. I am no stranger to catastrophe, but this chaos in the South defies comprehension. The Qunari left your people to curb your own magic. You've amply proven we should have stepped in long ago.
Then enlighten me about the Qunari's plans for us.
Do you believe closing the breach solved everything? That its consequences stopped there? The day we saw the breach, the Qunari decided its action. We would remove your leaders and spare those who toil. This agent of Fenharel has disrupted everything. Lives that were to be spared, lost for him.
Who is this agent? Why do you think they work for the Inquisition?
Kill the Inquisitor, then follow me to the Darvaarad.
Alright, everyone needs to move. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Okay, hold on. Let's get as much AoE damage as we can down. Okay, let's go, let's go. Ow. That is a large man. I gotta go. Oh, I'm very trapped. Oh! At least we're more spread out this time. Nope. Oh, that really did not help me much. Dorian? Oh! Run, baby. We'll get Dorian in just a second. Oh. Hold on. Wow, that man downed those health potions. Jesus Christ. Get him, Cass. Yes. Whoa. Who is slinging that shit? I'm gonna need you to stop. Oh my god, there's so many. Oh. Oh my god. Oh, 2 down. Where are my men? Okay, I'm gonna go grab the boys. Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. Oh! It's okay, it was only half my guard. Shit. Sorry, Dorian. We'll get Varric in a second. Oh god. No, no, no. Oh. Dorian's down again. I'm gonna go get Varric. Okay. We're out. We just gotta keep moving. Oh god. Oh! Varric's down again. Yes, he's down. The lady's got this. Ooh. All right, boys, I'm real sorry about that. I know that was hard. We got a keystone. There is a note.
Demons, dragons, and even dark spawn. Now Qunari. I wonder if we will ever run out of things to fight.
I'm just pleased it isn't Venatori. For once, 𝒂𝒹𝒾𝒁 isn't the problem.
Tattered note. This scrap of parchment is written in both 𝒸𝒹𝒾𝒄 and the common tongue, although the letters in 𝒸𝒹𝒾𝒄 are shaky. Please excuse my 𝒸𝒹𝒾𝒄. Its subtleties elude me, even with your patient teaching. We pulled everyone out of the palace. The Shem nobles assumed we were servants leaving on an errand. We are hiding where you told us, waiting for signs that Dragon's breath has begun. Victory is in the Qun. That's
no
not
wonder
great.
the Qunari translated notes into our language. It was for their non-Qunari spies.
I do bet they wanted us to use our new abilities, but I forgot that we had them. The Risk of Sarabas. The Sheep of Notes is written mostly in 𝒸𝒹𝒾. Selected paragraphs have been translated into the common tongue. Those born outside the Qun will not comprehend the seriousness of using mages to help us. They believe the worst that can befall a mage is demon possession. They do not truly understand that the loss of mastery comes with a loss of the self. Those of the Qun since birth do not understand why we risk using Sarabas. We have immersed them in a sea of magic until it seems impossible they could ever do anything but drown. It is right that we enlighten you so your purpose here is clear. We have learned from this place that there lived an elven mage who saw a great wrong and sacrificed all to right it. This mage made the veil, which protects us from the fate. The veil stripped power from his rulers, who had treated their people with such excess that it makes the southern kings and queens seem staggered. Thus does every action carry rightness and all paths converge. In his greatest magic, the elven mage became an agent of peace through the veil. In our willingness to brave this place, we may discover how the veil can be strengthened through our own mages. For that, we risk our lives. The Sarabas who have joined in this endeavor understand the dangers and have made their choice. Remember the words of 𝒂𝒃𝒁. Existence is a choice. There is no chaos in the world, only complexity. Knowledge of the complex is wisdom. From wisdom of the world comes wisdom of the self. Mastery of the self is mastery of the world. Loss of the self is a source of suffering. Suffering is a choice, and we can refuse it. It is our own power to create the world or destroy it. For peace, we will endure any horror here. We will create a safer world or destroy the old one.
These are Vidisala's papers. She brought mages here to research strengthening the Veil. It explains why the Qunari thought it was worth camping here.
I do think we need to talk to the architect.
Visitors, patrons, welcome. The halls are open.
Can you tell me where a Qunari called Vidisala went?
Yes, we heard much, although she fooled herself into thinking we could not hear. Take a keystone to the Darvaarad. I will join you there soon and take stock of our remaining 𝒸𝒾𝒶 powder.
I found a keystone with one of the Qunari.
Yes, and you need words for their key. Maras Nira. It glows. It will open the way to the Darvaarad. May you find what you seek. In coming here, you strengthen the paths. I can now raise one, if you wish to go.
You've been very helpful.
𝒸𝒾𝒶 was what the elven called me. One who guides seekers of knowledge true. I was connection. One city could read the records of another. One elven feel the memories of another. When the veil fell upon us, I marked the end of all they knew.
We've got to find the Darvaarad and corner Vidisala there.
Damn. I don't know how to get up there yet. I'm not going to give it too much mind. It's just stuff, and we don't even have a reason for the money.
Your agents confirm there are 𝒸𝒾𝒶 battles in Denerim's palace?
Yes, and in Var Lath and across the free marches. The Winter Palace is not the only target.
The Qunari are one order from destroying every noble house in the known world.
Oh, there is a bright side. Warning the ambassadors will remind them of the Inquisition's value.
Not when the Inquisition is responsible for that threat.
What?
This is our fault.
Fault? No. But our responsibility.
How did it happen?
The elven servant handling the barrels has disappeared. Notes in his quarters suggest he was a Qunari spy.
But the servant was Orlesian. That implicates Orlais, not us.
But the barrels arrived at the Winter Palace on the Inquisition supply manifest.
How are we supposed to fight a war when we can't even trust our own people?
Do you know who got the barrels onto the Inquisition manifest?
Yes, several of the Inquisition's elven workers have gone missing. I had their backgrounds checked. They joined the Inquisition after fleeing the chaos in Kirkwall.
I remember when Kirkwall was at its worst. Many of the city's elves converted to the Qun, trying to find a better life.
And the Qunari turned them into spies.
The Inquisition stopped Corypheus and saved the world. We can't let an outside threat change who we are.
I fought to protect the Inquisition in this exalted council. And for what? So we could deceive and threaten those we claimed to protect?
Once we locate the spies...
This isn't about the spies. You hid the Qunari body. You've all but seized control of the Winter Palace.
We did what was right, not what was politically convenient.
Do you know what this has cost us with Orlais and Ferelden? They are planning to dismantle us as we speak. And perhaps they are right.
So, it's been getting worse. I don't know why. I don't know how to stop it. I don't know how much time I've got left. What I do know is that the Qunari need to be stopped. So I need to get to the Darvaarad while I can still fight.
Thank you, Inquisitor.
Would you like us to inform the Exalted Council of the danger?
Yeah, we need to be transparent.
Yes. If we fail, the Exalted Council needs to know what happened.
I will inform them personally.
Leliana, I can
No, your job is hard enough already. This is my responsibility.
I'll have guards ready at the Alluvion, in case the Qunari attack the palace.
Make a watch over you.
Oh. Well, that was very sudden. Let's go. Ah.
Nightingale told us what happened with your hand.
Oh.
No matter what happens, it has been my honor to fight beside each of you.
All right, Bianca. Let's show all the tall people how it's done. One last time.
Enjoy me while you can. I expect you'll all miss me terribly later.
Thank you. All of you.
The Darvaarad. All right, everyone, get ready.
Oh. Dang.
So this is the Darvaarad.
Look at this. It's an Alluvian graveyard.
Where did the Qunari get all these? How long have they been studying Alluvians? The sooner we stop this invasion plan, the better.
Ugh, all these Alluvians! How dare they? I'm gonna go over there and help with that maid. Or actually, I'm gonna do this. There we go. Get him, Cass. Jumpy fellows. Yeah. Oh shit. Ooh. Uh-oh. Shit, we weren't fast enough. Oh. Dang, these guys are hardy motherfuckers. Oh. Ooh. Oh, hi, Geek. Alright, we've got some Veilfire. Alluvian studies. The writing on these pages is completely incomprehensible, even to a native speaker of Qunland. The handwriting resembles the scratchings of an inebriated chicken. The drawings are meticulous, an excruciatingly careful study of several Alluvians, along with exploded diagrams of their inner workings. I better take a Veilfire.
Oh shit, that can't be good. You alright?
Oh, we should hurry. Here they come!
Nice.
Why are the Qunari calling this plan Dragon's Breath? What do dragons have to do with assassinating heads of state? I don't understand any of this.
patrolling guards. We need to deal with them as quickly as possible.
Trying to see where they are. Oh, right there. I don't know if that got them or not. Oh, no! No, it in fact did not. Oh, hi! Dorian is just still holding it. Okay. Oh, this is so much combat for my little body. Dorian, baby, I do think I'm gonna need you to pick it up. I know I told you to hold that, but put Cassandra at low health? Dorian! He said, I'm tired. Which is a mood. I get it. I too like to have a nice sleep. But now is not the time. I know what I can do. Oh, that's got a nice AoE to it. I need to remember to use it. Get fucked.
That's quite the door.
Yeah, what do we... Do you have a key? Yeah. Gatehouse. This looks like a gatehouse. Logs of a Darvaarad gatekeeper. The entries in this book are written in several different hands and occasionally even different languages. From the few entries in the common tongue, it appears to be a log filled in by the various guards who've watched the gates of the Darvaarad. Morning. Artifacts brought in by 𝒂𝒹𝒾𝒶. Original location not on manifest. Asked Iskari. Was told they're from ruins. Please remind agents that all relics must be properly catalogued, or the Tarbas will never stop complaining about it. Afternoon. 3 kiths deployed, including Iskari of 𝒂𝒹𝒾𝒶. Told her to write down locations in her manifest this time. Evening. 𝒂𝒹𝒾𝒶 reported back. Iskari handed me manifest that just said outside Darvaarad, asking my sten for a knife.
That's it. Get them all like that and we're in.
Oh, do I... Okay. Uh-oh. I don't think this one is good enough. Yeah. So we need to... Uh-oh. And then this needs to... There we go.
Let's go.
Research tower. I don't know what I took. Gatehouse key. Oh, it's different. Sareth. Oh! This letter was clearly written a few lines at a time over the course of multiple days. The ink at the start has already faded slightly. Elf, who is Talis? It is no longer my role to instruct others in the Qunari, but I will share what I can with you if it brings you peace. You are not alone in your struggles to achieve mastery of yourself and your purpose. Many Vidithari come to the Qunari filled with fear and anger. These feelings build walls brick by brick within the self. They prevent you from seeing the others around you, from seeing the world as it is. And they convince you that you are alone and in darkness, that you must fend for yourselves. The walls are real, but the darkness and the solitude, the world that they create within the self, that is all illusion. You must work to tear down the walls if you wish to see the truth. And the truth is this: no one is alone. It was the wisdom revealed to 𝒂𝒹𝓁 in the desert long ago. What looks like solitude is connectedness. What looks like darkness is only the space between stars. This portion of the letter is slightly newer, and the handwriting, which was exceptionally tidy at first, has become somewhat looser, as if written in a hurry. And it is not just Vidithari who struggles with these illusions. The world changes itself, and we must balance mastery upon its turning tides. Once I was an Ashkari, and I spent my days examining the philosophy of the Qunari and trying to seek the enlightenment that 𝒂𝒹𝓁 found. My dreams of demons took me down a new path. Here, the writing is filled with crossed-out passages, and the script becomes shaky. Some of the ink is still wet. And now with the song Liquid, crossed out. And now I study the dam which holds back magic at its source. We will, crossed out. It is our purpose to, crossed out. Things change, little Talis. The world changes. Find purpose in people around you, and your role will be clear. Remember when, crossed out. It will be hard to find wisdom in the noise. The noise is an illusion, like the darkness, but the walls are real. Remember that. Tear down the walls first, and you will see the truth. Sareth. I'm glad I had a look.
Red Lyrium. Do the Qunari have any idea what they're dealing with?
No. They might think they do, but they don't.
I wonder if they got interested in that because of 𝒵𝒶𝓁. Oh. Scrap of writing from Ben Hasrath agent. Excavated mural, believed to be a self-portrait. By Fenharel.
Perhaps it just needs the magical touch.
Thank you, baby.
It's no good.
Okay. Ancient writing. One sees the hunter, one flees from it. One hunts it in turn, and one outwits them all. So it does want you to light, but I don't have time for that. We're on a bit of a schedule. Oh my god, alright.
Is that an astrarium? How did the Qunari move it here?
Perhaps we should keep our distance. Some of those artifacts are deadly.
They really are. And the way's open. Oh no, we're in the barracks. Oh, do you still have the Veilfire, honey? Hi.
To battle!
I'm waiting for them to come up so I can shoot the barrel.
What?
There we go. Oh, Dorian. I don't have enough focus for it. There we go. Written instructions for new workers. The Dragon's Breath must continue regardless of concerns at the Winter Palace. Many are new to the Qun and have not yet learned to trust. Your worry is understandable. The rest of the world has betrayed you. All who have been to the Darvaarad know the difficulty of maintaining the specimen for extraction for as long as we have. If we delay Dragon's Breath, we wouldn't have to dispose of the specimen. Creating 𝒸𝒾𝒶 is normally a slow process requiring much mining and careful alchemy. Venom extraction offers the only means to deliver the Dragon's Breath quickly and in large quantities. To delay Dragon's Breath is to lose any chance of bringing peace to the South without needless suffering. The Qun demands we save the workers of the South from a bloody war and deliver them onto our teaching before corruption further overtakes the land. Others have voiced concern over the specimen. The Qun does not demand cruelty to any living being, but all creatures have a place and a duty under the Qun. The specimen serves as it must. When Dragon's Breath is complete, it will be extinguished quickly and painlessly, as when we slaughter animals for food. Allow your superiors to deal with the agents of Fen'Harel, and remember your role in service to the Qun. Storage room key. Journal notes found in the barracks. Sent to palace again, moving things along. Bast Shems never notice who comes or goes. When the Dragon's Breath comes, they won't know what hit him. What is this? Oh. Okay. Ooh, there's a study. Dragon Breath Plan. This document appears to be written entirely in Qunlan, but contains a number of complicated diagrams, including detailed blueprints of Lamshral and a number of other palaces and fortresses.
Look at all this. The Qunari text is gibberish, but it looks a great deal like they're cataloging artifacts. How many ruins must they have found to produce so much? What are they doing with it?
Morrigan said the key to an Eluvian could be anything, including knowledge or power.
Yeah.
So they're stockpiling both. That's how they got the keystone and opened so many of the Eluvians we've seen.
They will have defenses in place. We must not stumble into anything blindly.
Yeah.
Is that a copy of Swords and Shields?
Please tell me it is. Letters and replies. A letter with the Inquisition's seal sits half-buried in a pile of memos. To the Honorable Salasari, Triumvirate of the Qun. On behalf of the Inquisition, I must humbly inquire as to the hostile actions of your agents in Lamshral. We can only view the attacks by Ben Hasrath agents upon our officers and the infiltration and sabotage of the Exalted Council at Lamshral as the prelude to a declaration of war. If the Qunari people do not wish to provoke retaliation from the Chantry, these hostilities must cease at once. Respectfully, Ambassador Josephine Montilier. Several incomprehensible messages in Qunlan follow. A letter in common with elegant script has been torn open and crumpled into a ball, but the writing is still legible. To Ambassador Josephine Montilier of the Inquisition. The Triumvirate of the Qunari people wishes to assure you that despite the loss of the Dreadnought, Barithlock, and its crew of 100 souls in a failed joint mission with the Inquisition 2 years past, military action has not been approved against the Inquisition. No one in Var Lath has authorized actions of any kind involving the Exalted Council, nor will they. We are seeking out the Ben Hasrath priest who appears to be leading this operation without our consent. Once she is located, we assure you that these hostile actions will cease. Oh. These aren't even approved. I love being a rogue. Good. So, that just circles about. We don't have the storage key. Now we do. We got loot. There we go. Ooh. Almost there.
Dragon's breath is an actual dragon?
Tethar, Vars.
Inquisition! Nira Tasiyasara! Nirava Sadim Kada! You have come far enough, Inquisitor. No more.
To battle!
Fuck, can't save.
Dorian!
Ooh, I definitely just launched myself onto some gatlock. Oh, this is a big boy. I need to focus him because I have the guard stuff. One down there. Can I get that? I would like to do that. Oh, he wasn't close enough. Fuck. God, I hate this mob. Finally. Oh, Dorian, baby. No! Oh. Varric, save me. Okay. Gotta get out of this. You. They're fucking up Cassandra. Oh. I would like to not be here. Dorian was standing in the middle of a lot of melee. Oh shit, you know what I was forgetting? That would make my life so much easier if I could just remember that. Okay, are we good now? this is loot. It's all just... Orders posted in the factory. Portions of this are in indecipherable Qunari with what might be formulas in an unfamiliar number system. One section has been translated for Vidathari workers in the factory, then circled, repeatedly underlined, with arrows drawn around it by someone who is clearly very insistent that it be read. The four primers combine no more than 1 part Atashi venom with an equal amount of deathroot oxen, and then 3 parts powdered silverite. Adding more venom will dissolve the casing on the primers here in the factory and fill the room with deadly gas. Whoever keeps getting the formula wrong needs to see me immediately. We have a great many primers to make on a tight schedule and cannot afford any more delays due to mistakes. Okay. So it looks like they're using the dragon venom as a primer instead of what they normally did so they can make more bombs faster. Animal Handler's Logbook. So, the first half of this logbook appears to be notes on the care and feeding of animals and a free marcher lord's manner. After that, it shifts into practice phrases in Qunari. Later, it begins again with the following. Beast likely presents chafing around limbs and tail, likely from attempts to use chains. While its natural strength remains, the muscles are slack from confinement. 𝒂𝒾𝒶 said she initially tried drugging the beast, but the amount required to keep it sedated changed the quality of its venom, so that it was no longer useful in producing gat. She says fire has kept it under control, while the heated panels keep it in a state of comfortable drowsiness. 𝒂𝒾𝒶 is not as good at deception as she thinks she is. She does not like what we are doing to the beast. She calls it Atashi, which means something like great thing, and she repeats sayings from the Qunari to herself when she extracts the venom. I do not disagree with her. I saw enough harm done to innocent beasts at my lord's sneering commands. The beast, the Atashi, deserves better than the pry bars and needles we use upon it each time we drain its venom gland. 𝒂𝒾𝒶 says I may be needed at the Winter Palace. It is likely that some view elves with suspicion, thanks to these attacks by the agent of Van Harel, but a human woman may still pass unnoticed among the servants. She says I may be asked to deliver more gatlock in different containers. She says that it could be dangerous and that if I do not return, most will assume I am dead. As I said, 𝒂𝒾𝒶 is not as good at deception as she thinks she is. But she's right. I did not join the Qunari for this. I know it's a lot of reading, but I do really appreciate what they're adding. Oh, I do just want to free the dragon, so... Shit, hold on. Before we get embroiled in that, I would like to say...
The Qunari obviously need the dragon's venom. No dragon, no more plan.
Absolutely. Okay, we still can't save.
These have already mutilated her. It seems needlessly cruel to kill her.
I agree. Okay, let's get out of combat. Okay, so if I want to free her, how do I do...
We can move these rings, we can let the dragon loose.
We just do them all on the same side. Okay.
Hishara!
Why won't it let me turn? Oh, we're hurting her, I think. So we gotta do the outside one? Okay. We just need to make a halfway, I guess? Oh, I see. One more. And then we gotta move the others. What? How do I move the outside ones? Is there another? Oh, it looks like there might be a far one. Sorry guys, thanks for this. Yeah. Okay, so what is this one? This moves all of them.
The barrier is blocked. It cannot move.
What? Device is blocked? What do you mean? Oh. No, I'm not. Stop. I wish they wouldn't kill the dragon. I need to set this off. Is that how I do it? No, please don't kill the dragon. Oh, I know. Okay, hold on, please. There we go. I need to hurry. I'm gonna kill my dragon.
Open the gate.
Okay.
𝒂𝒶𝓁.
Lavellan's just running around in the background.
Got it. It's opening.
Okay, good. You gonna go? Oh no, I need to do both. Shit. Run, baby. You don't need to be here anymore. Yeah. That's what you get.
Hashara! Dear Inquisitor, you have such little time left. You must finally see the truth. Elven magic already tore the sky apart. If the agents of 𝒂𝒹𝒾𝒃 are not stopped, you will shatter the world as well.
The Inquisition has nothing to do with these agents.
Come, Inquisitor. I am the eyes and ears of the Qunari people. Do you think you can deceive me? You would have died from the mark on your hand, but for the help of one of their chief agents. The same agent who helped seal the breach, who led you to Skyhold, who gave Corypheus the orb, then founded the Inquisition. Solas, agent of 𝒂𝒹𝒾𝒃.
What?
Solas wanted that orb. If the agents of 𝒂𝒹𝒾𝒃 gave it to Corypheus, he couldn't be one.
Or perhaps he was tasked with removing the evidence of his group's interference. Solas tricked us all. He pushed a dying Qunari into the Winter Palace to lure you into opposing us. Without him, we could have brought the South peace and wisdom along the gentle path. Now we must take the way of blades. Panahedon, Inquisitor. If it is any consolation, Solas will not outlive you.
Oh, that's a large man.
That's why Solas left. He's been helping us fight the Qunari all this time. We have to save him.
everyone but Cole is like, damn girl, your boyfriend sucks. No, he doesn't. I'll fight them.
There, up ahead.
We're going. We're running.
It's going to. Everyone back!
Oh. Anchor meltdown. The anchor now builds up power even faster. Using it is difficult, but discharges all accumulated focus. If the focus reaches full power, the anchor discharges uncontrollably, damaging you and your allies as well as nearby enemies.
If it keeps up like this, it will kill you. Solas must help as he did at Haven.
Chuckles, who apparently works for 𝒂𝒹𝒾𝒶. It's always the quiet ones.
Okay, we gotta go.
That must be where Solas is.
Oh. Oh, I'm so tired of combat. Damn, dude. Leave me alone. I can't go this way, can I? No. I better not.
Back me up!
Oh. Alright, let's get out of here, y'all. Before it happens again.
There's the big Sarabas who's always with the Vidasala.
Cerebus, Restral, Shukra!
Oh! Come on. There's someone. What? Where did they go? Wow, the rogues are just wild and they're everywhere. Yeah. Alright. Oh, I can't use it yet. Okay, let's fucking get out of here. I am going to just run because I do feel like Lavellan is extremely concerned right now about Solas's well-being. And God, could you imagine? Thought your boyfriend left you. No, he's just been fighting this little secret battle thing. Woo! In we go. Can I do it again? Whoa. I'm gonna wait for these other people to get here so I can use my shit again. Ow. Oh, that did not work very well. Oh, baby. Oh, no. Oh, good. This is fine. Woo!
One down!
Alright, let's go. Gonna use it again? Yeah, let's do it. Oh yeah, I needed this I win button. I'm so tired of fighting. Let's go, let's get out of here. How many of these do we need to do? Shrine to the Dreadwolf.
The big guy's headed our way.
Oh, it's Sarah! Oh, it's heat-seeking. That sucks. Where's Var? Oh, I was hoping to double that back on him. Dorian. Come on. Where is she? Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. That's not what I want. I want this. Oh, I can't use it. This one, please.
Reinforcements.
I should probably deal with the ads. There we go. Ads dealt with. Oh, there are 2 other people back there. Maybe I didn't kill them. I thought they were meat chunks. That's good. Oh, I can't get away from it. That does not do nearly enough damage. said no thank you. I am so done with this. Oh, they didn't blow it up? Supply cache, please. Thank you. Alright, let's get out of here. Uh-oh. Oh, maybe we don't have an explosion by the Gadlock. Can I get in any of these Olympians? I can! That's interesting. Alright. Okay, Cass could get up there. Okay, hold on. Oh, they left. Cass, baby?
We must hurry!
I know, hun. I'm trying. What happens if we go through an Olympian?
One of the mirrors must lead out of here.
Oh. Okay. Ow. Owie. Ow.
Let us finish this!
You are dead, Inquisitor! Your soul is dust!
My soul. Ah! Okay. Well, I guess we can't save again. And I can't go through the Oblivion, can I? No.
Help Dorian!
Oh. Oh, the music. I don't love the heat. Oh, you are opening a rift? How? Dorian, I got you, baby. Oh, I don't understand this. Do some big damage. do appreciate how Lost Elf basically moves. Which is, I'm pretty sure the name of this rank. Or is it Dark Solas? It's one of the two, I think. I absolutely have a playlist on Spotify for my Solas shows. And Dark Solas and The Lost Elf are on them. Woo! We're almost there. He would jump out. Oh! A fire demon is good. No giggling. Oh, no. Come on. There we go. Oh, so close.
He's invulnerable. Use your mark.
Okay. Cass? What happened to the boys? Alright, I'm just gonna have to hope that that was okay. Oh.
𝒸𝒹𝒾𝒶 ost.
He's speaking Qunari.
Maraskata!
Your forces have failed. Leave now and tell the Qunari to trouble me no further.
Solas.
That should give us more time. I suspect you have questions.
Look at his face.
The Qunari answered some of those questions. The information I found while traveling through the Alluvians answered more. You're 𝒹𝒻. You're the Dread Wolf.
Well done. I was Solas first. 𝒹𝒻 came later. An insult I took as a badge of pride. The Dread Wolf inspired hope in my friends, and fear in my enemies. Not unlike Inquisitor, I suppose. And now you know. What is the old Baelish curse? May the Dread Wolf take you?
I think she's just deeply sad.
And so he did.
I did not. I would not lay with you under false pretenses.
But you lied to me. I loved you. Did you really think I wouldn't have understood?
𝒂𝒹𝒾𝒶, Vernan.
Tell Abelas. If you care, give me the truth.
I sought to set my people free from slavery to would-be gods. I broke the chains of all who wished to join me. The false gods called me 𝒂𝒹𝒾𝒶, and when they finally went too far, I formed the Veil and banished them forever. Thus I freed the elven people, and in so doing, destroyed their world.
How did creating the Veil destroy the world?
You saw the remains of 𝒂𝒹𝒾𝒶. The library was intrinsically tied to the Fade, and the Veil destroyed it. There were countless other marvels, all dependent on the presence of the Fade, all destroyed. Your legends are half right. We were immortal. It was not the arrival of humans that caused us to begin aging. It was me. The Veil took everything from the elves, even themselves.
You love the Fade. Why would you create the Veil to hide it all away?
Because every alternative was worse.
Meaning?
Had I not created the Veil, the 𝒂𝒹𝒾𝒶 would have destroyed the entire world.
You banished the false gods. You didn't kill them.
You met 𝒪thol, did you not? The first of my people do not die so easily. The 𝒂𝒹𝒾𝒶 are banished forever, paying the ultimate price for their misdeeds.
You said that the elven gods went too far. What did they do that made you move against them?
They killed 𝒪thol. A crime for which an eternity of torment is the only fitting punishment.
I thought 𝒪thol was one of the 𝒂𝒹𝒾𝒶.
She was the best of them. She cared for her people. She protected them. She was a voice of reason. And in their lust for power, they killed her.
The 𝒂𝒹𝒾𝒶 were elven mages. How did they come to be remembered as gods?
Slowly. It started with a war. War breeds fear. Fear breeds a desire for simplicity. Good and evil, right and wrong, chains of command. After the war ended, generals became respected elders, then kings, and finally gods. The 𝒂𝒹𝒾𝒶.
That's the past. What about the future?
I lay in dark and dreaming sleep while countless wars and ages passed. I woke still weak a year before I joined you. My people fell for what I did to strike the 𝒂𝒹𝒾𝒶 down. But still, some hope remains for restoration. I will save the elven people, even if it means this world must die.
Let me help you, Solas.
I cannot do that to you, Vernan.
But you would do it to yourself? I cannot bear to think of you alone.
I walk the Dinan Shiral. There is only death on this journey. I would not have you see what I become. It is my fight. You should be more concerned about the Inquisition. Your Inquisition. In stopping the Dragon's Breath, you have prevented an invasion by Qunari forces. With luck, they will return their focus to Tevinter. That should give you a few years of relative peace.
The Qunari said the Inquisition was unknowingly working for agents of 𝒂𝒹𝒾𝒃.
I gave no orders.
You led us to Skyhold.
𝒂𝒃 should have died unlocking my orb. When he survived, my plans were thrown into chaos. When you survived, I saw the Inquisition as the best hope this world had of stopping him. And you needed a home. Hence, Skyhold.
You gave your orb to Corypheus?
Not directly. My agents allowed the 𝒂𝒹𝒾𝒃 to locate it. The orb had built up magical energy while I lay unconscious for millennia. I was not powerful enough to open it. The plan was for Corypheus to unlock it, and for the resulting explosion to kill him. Then I would claim the orb. I did not foresee a Divinity Magister having learned the secret of effective immortality.
What would have happened if Corypheus had died, and you'd recovered the orb?
I would have entered the Fade using the mark you now bear. Then I would have torn down the veil. As this world burned in the raw chaos, I would have restored the world of my time. The world of the elves.
If you destroyed the veil, wouldn't the false gods be freed?
I had plans.
I never thought of you as someone who would do that, Solas.
Thank you. You must understand. I awoke in a world where the veil had blocked most people's conscious connection to the Fade. It was like walking through a world of tranquil.
We aren't even people to you.
Not at first. You showed me that I was wrong. Again. That does not make what must come next any easier.
Whatever your reasons, we couldn't have defeated Corypheus without you.
Your doubts are misplaced. Everything you accomplished, you earned.
What's wrong with the Inquisition?
You created a powerful organization. And now it suffers the inevitable fate of such. Betrayal and corruption.
It's not that simple.
Do you know how I discovered the Qunari plot? The plot I disrupted by leading them to your doorstep. The Qunari spies in the Inquisition tripped over my spies in the Inquisition. The elven guard who led you to the Qunari body? Who intercepted the servant with the 𝒸𝒾𝒶? Mine.
Why bother disrupting the Qunari plot if you're going to destroy the world regardless?
You have shown me that there is value in this world, Inquisitor. I take no joy in what I must do. Until that day comes, I would see those recovering from the breach free of the Qun.
Why?
Because I am not a monster. If they must die, I would rather they die in comfort. In any event, it is done.
I guess we owe you for that one too.
I hope it gives your people some final peace.
You control the Eluvians now?
Yes. You remember Briala from Halam-Sharal? For a time, she controlled part of the labyrinth. One of my agents was supposed to take it from her, but he did not succeed. I had to override the magic personally. The Qunari stumbled upon this section independently. With them gone, the Eluvians are now mine.
Falassin? That agent is Falassin.
There's still the matter of the anchor. It's getting worse.
I know, Vernan. And we are running out of time. The mark will eventually kill you. Drawing you here gave me the chance to save you. At least for now.
Solas. Var Lath Vir Suledin.
I wish it could, Vernan. My love. I will never forget you.
Oh, that might be my favorite section of cutscene ever in the whole world.
Something must be done, but we cannot lose the Inquisition now. We stand on the brink of war with the Qunari.
Yes, because this Solas provoked them in the first place.
The Inquisition did not cause this threat. We informed the Summit of the danger.
The danger posed by Qunari spies inside your organization.
Without our organization, you would not be alive to complain.
No one has forgotten what you have done. but Corypheus is 2 years dead.
If the Inquisition is to continue, it must do so as a legitimate organization, not a glorified mercenary band.
Inquisitor?
You all know what this is? A writ from Divine Justinia authorizing the formation of the Inquisition. We pledge to close the breach, find those responsible, and restore order, with or without anyone's approval. But if the Inquisition now threatens the very stability it helped create, it is clear our time is done. We will not become what we once fought against. We do not have the luxury of corruption and complacency. If this organization has become too large to do its job, there is only one solution. Effective immediately, the Inquisition is disbanded.
In short order, the Inquisition was disbanded. Some were relieved to see the unpredictable organization dismantled. Others preferred to remember the Inquisition's good works and the many lives it had saved. Those who had served returned to their former lives, knowing they had stopped a great evil from destroying the world. And hoping that the peace for which they had fought remained once the Inquisition was gone. When the dragon's breath disrupted any hope of a swift victory dashed, the Qunari retreated back to the north. Few knew what debates were waged in Lavellan, but not long after the Exalted Council, the Qunari launched new attacks against Tevinter. Their aggression caught the already unstable Imperium off guard. Tevinter was soon mired in a war many feared could spread across Thedas. The Exalted Council remained intact, advising Divine Victoria on important matters. Cassandra served for several years. While she often disagreed with Leliana's policies, the former right and left hands of the Divine shared a mutual respect and worked well together. The end of the Inquisition, as it had been, sent shockwaves to the College of Enchanters. Madame de Fer aptly played on the mage's fears. Her followers united to build a new circle, with Vivienne as its Grand Enchanter, in direct competition with the college. What the Circle lacked in numbers, they made up for in political connections. Soon, they were a force to be reckoned with. The two institutions settled into an uneasy coexistence across the South, vying for power. After the Exalted Council, Liliana devoted herself fully to the Sunburst throne and her dream of reshaping the Chantry. Within a year, she removed restrictions surrounding Chantry priesthood, allowing men and women of all races to be initiated and ordained. This decree was followed swiftly by her decision to return the Canticle of Shartan to the canonical chant, a move that divided Andrastians deeply. A rebellion to renounce her and return the Chantry to its former state arose, beginning first in Orlais, then spreading to other parts of Thedas. Divine Victoria was resolute, holding her ground even after several unsuccessful attempts on her life. Seemingly unconcerned with the assassination attempts, she held up the hostility leveled against her as proof that she was on the right path. Sarah left the Inquisition with scarcely more ties than when she began, disappearing back into her confusing weave of favors and friends. After seeing the world brought to the brink by arrogance and pride, it was a blessing to return to normal, however strange or normal it may be. With frequent visits to her whittle, of course. Perhaps most unnerving was Sarah's standing offer to the Divine. When the knobs piss about with your left hand or right, call on Red Jenny to give them 2 fingers. Varric took up the role of Viscount and, with the help of his friend Hawke, rebuilt Kirkwall's damaged infrastructure. Under his rule, the city-state finally resumed its place as a major trade hub of the Free Marches. He continued to ignore all mail from both the Merchants Guild and the Prince of Starkhaven. With the Inquisition disbanded, the Bull's Chargers returned to taking jobs throughout Orlais and Ferelden. Fighting demons and clearing out the remains of Venatori forces, the Iron Bull did his part to restore order to Thedas. Many of the jobs brought the Chargers close to the Imperium's border, where, from time to time, in a border town villa, Bull and a certain Tevinter Magister would spend a few hours together before life pulled them apart again. After the Inquisition disbanded, Cullen retired from active service. He returned to Ferelden, establishing a sanctuary for former Templars, on land Divine Victoria granted to him. With his help, many Templars shed their lyrium addiction, and those whose minds were too far gone spent their last days in comfort. And he promised that, should his friends from the old Inquisition ever need him, his blade would be ready. Dorian returned to Tevinter to take his father's place in the Magisterium. As rumors flew about the Imperium's infighting, Dorian was spoken of often as a voice of resistance against corruption. Along with Magister Maevaris Talani, he formed a group called the Lucerni to restore and redeem Tevinter, a fight many thought hopeless. On one occasion, Venatori forces ambushed Dorian, who likely would have died. Had not an unnamed mercenary band led by a 𝒂𝒾𝒶 warrior crossed Tevinter's borders and mounted a dangerous rescue operation. The mercenaries left a trail of freed slaves and dead Venatori in their wake, enabling Dorian to escape. When asked about the 𝒂𝒾𝒶 in question, Magister Pavis declined to comment. Tom Rainier was shown mercy when none was deserved, and set on a path of redemption. This gift, so compassionately given, needed to be shared. Freed from his obligations to the Inquisition, Rainier traveled Thedas, giving hope to the condemned and the forgotten. In the deepest prisons and pits of Thedas, he found, if not goodness itself, its potential. By showing faith in those who had none, Rainier lifted them up and made them into something better than they were. With the Inquisition disbanded, Josephine made her farewells and returned to Antiva and her family. Thanks to the Inquisitor's help, the Montiliers were once again permitted to trade in Orlais. The next few years were a busy time, as many ships with Montilier crest were built and set sail again from Antiva's harbors. Soon, Ravani pirate captains with an ancient feud against Josephine's ancestors took to the seas, determined to rekindle the rivalry. Apart from Josephine's sister, Yvette, nearly eloping with a dashing pirate prince on one occasion, Lady Montilier took the development in stride. Cole took to the road with Meriden to find a new life and a new way to be human. Wherever Meriden went to sing, people found old pains eased and hearts made happier, even if they didn't understand why. After the events at the Winter Palace, elves left the Inquisition under mysterious circumstances, as did elven servants across Thedas. None could say where they went, but those who believe the Inquisitor's story about Fen'Harel wondered just how large the Dreadwolf's forces were, and what the ancient elven rebel had planned. Lavellan sometimes came awake from dreams, in which her lover watched her sadly from across an endless distance. If they were more than simple dreams, she could not say. For every time she reached for him, he vanished into nothing. Still she searched, and dreamed, and waited, for a way to change the Dreadwolf's heart.
My agents have found nothing. With the Illuvians, he could be anywhere.
With the Inquisition officially disbanded, we have no army, no formal alliances.
We have what we truly need.
We will need to be careful.
Solas knows everything about us. Who we are, how we work, our strengths and weaknesses.
Then we find people he doesn't know. We will save our friend from himself. If we can.
What a lovely game. I did so good. I didn't choke up that bad at all. Oh. Despite people's complaints with Inquisition, it's still one of my favorite games. It's so fucking good. It's top 3 for sure for me. I love the companions in Baldur's Gate and Mass Effect, but there's something about Inquisition and the found family that you develop that really, really resonates with me. To be fair, I did play it first out of the rest of the franchise, and then did have to go back and start with Origins, all the DLC, to 2, and then back to Inquisition to be able to appreciate the lore and the references and the decisions that I made throughout the series. I'm really sad that the keep is no longer affecting the playthrough as a whole throughout the franchise. I don't love that. That's one of the few things I know about Veilguard. Because the game is so impactful because you get to see...
What is this? A new book? All this shit is weird. Oh, Varric, that is a terrible title. What are you even thinking?
Oh my god. We told Varric to write the book and he did! Oh my god. I don't even remember what I was saying.
The sky churned like a rolling sea on a dark and stormy night, centered on a gaping hole that led to the arse end of nowhere. A hole that spit up many things that day. Comets, demons, and a whole lot of trouble.
Oh my god.
It's about the Inquisition.
I love Cassandra so much. She gets so excited. Oh my god, is she gonna do more?
The din of the tavern cut the silence like it owed the carter money. In the middle, in her element, Red Jenny. She looked me up and down, mostly down. Not playing, weirdy, she said, gesturing with and dismissively eating a sandwich. Don't write that. Seriously, piss up a rope. Sarah made the subtext text, which suited me fine.
Oh my god, please tell me that there's one for each character.
The court enchanter swirled into the room like a drop of beautiful poison spreading in a wineglass. She sized me up with a glance. I'm so glad you made it, my dear, she said. I am Madame de Fair, the most terrifying person you shall ever meet.
Oh my god, the fact that Cass is doing impressions of everyone, I'm going to die.
Liliana enfolded Alphonse in an embrace as warm as a serpent's kiss. I always knew I could count on your support. The Count did not feel the bite of her poisoned dart until it was too late. Even if it requires your death. Drops of rain glistened on the griffin medallion grasped tightly in Blackwall's hand. The silver-eyed wings of valor, they mean nothing. He flung the medal to the cold and uncaring ground. You don't know what I've done. You don't know me. So romantic.
Oh my god, I just adore her.
Cole moved like a shadow that also moved like a knife. A shadow wearing a hat where dreams came to die.
Oh.
It's a riddle, he whispered. A cold riddle that gnaws at your mind, but you'll feel better when it's gone. That makes as much sense as anything Cole says.
My son! Be nice to my son, Cass.
Do you place your herald above the law, Ambassador? Whose law, my lady? Josephine's eyes glittered like angry opals. The law destroyed by rebellion, by civil war, by poor fiscal management. We are the law.
This is such a fucking delight.
We left our mark on adamant, but the dust hadn't settled, and neither had Harding. I can offer you a drink, if I catch your meaning. If you'd caught my meaning, you'd have offered a double. What is even happening here? The Iron Bull was a great slab of muscle with horns that could hang a tapestry. One eye scanned for threats, while the other hid behind an eye patch like a chantry sister's old sins.
Oh.
Come on, he barked, not looking back as he entered. The dancer with the great rack comes on in 5. That is spot on, actually.
I hope they do Solas.
The commander had the look of a Templar who had seen the worst of humanity, yet still had the time to style his hair.
Oh my god.
This isn't just a war, he said, his gaze steely like a dull blade. It's the only war. Cullen! That's Cullen! The mage wore a class of handsome sneer cultivated by 1,000 years of Tevinter elitism. The name's Dorian, he glared. D-O-R-I-A-N. Spell it right, you marble-headed lump, or it's toad time. A toad? That's hardly credible. The bold elf spun, mage staff crackling like the city after a good man's murder. You're crazy, the Red Templar cried in terror. Moonlight glinted off ears like the knives you never see coming. Better to fade out than burn away. Ugh, Varric.
Is she gonna read about herself, though?
Wait, where am I? I don't... Oh, here it is. The Seeker clutched at my vest, her tears as desperate as they were pitiful.
Oh no.
Varric, I was wrong about everything, she sobbed. Could you find it in your noble heart to forgive me?
Oh, she's gonna be pissed.
That dwarf, he put me in the book.
Oh.
I'm in the book. I am reading the shit out of this.
Oh. To all of you who played Dragon Age Inquisition, who laughed, cried, and reached out on social media, who made fan art and comics and cosplay and jokes, thank you. Dragon Age Inquisition was a labor of love. Without you, it would never have been possible. Your support and your passion touched us deeply. We hope that, in some small way, this game touched you as well. Oh. I don't have words. I love this game so much. It's hard that it's over. But I'm hoping that some of the things that made it so wonderful have been carried on into Veilguard. That its torch, its brilliance lives on. So, I hope that each and every one of you has a wonderful rest of your day or night. Whatever time it is, wherever you are. And I will see you next time. Thanks for watching. For more content, you can check out these videos, or my stream on Twitch, or my reaction content on TikTok. All the links are in the description. Have a great rest of your day.